everyone, let's do some counting. Today we will use our 100 chart to count from 1 all the way to 100. There's different ways you can count. Today we will be counting forwards by ones. What does that mean anyways, counting by ones? Well, if you count by ones, it means that every number you say is one bigger than the last number you said. So for example, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you want to know what comes next, you just have to think about what 7 is. There's 7 dots. And then think about what would happen if you put one more dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the number 8 has one more dot compared to the number 7. When you count by ones, every number you say is one bigger compared to the last one. Let's try that again, but with a smaller number. Let's pretend we were at the number 3. Here's 3 dots. And then you wanted to know what comes next. Add another dot. What number did you make? 1, 2, 3, 4. The number 4 has one more dot compared to the number 3. That's why we call it counting by ones, because every time you say the next number, there's one more dot. It's one bigger. Let's do some counting practice. I'll say the number, you repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's stop there for a moment. If you know how to count to 10, that will be very helpful in knowing what comes next. Look at the next line of numbers on your 100 chart. You might notice something interesting. There's a bit of a pattern. The same numbers we used in the first row are repeating. The only difference is this time they have a 1 in front of them. This one means 10. So there's 10 and then one more. 10 and then 2 more. 10 and then 3 more. And we have special ways of saying these numbers. These are teen numbers. Teen numbers always start with a 1. Let's practice saying the teen numbers. The first ones are a little bit difficult because they don't end in teen. Listen and repeat after me. 11, 12, 13. Oh, good. Now we can start to hear the teen. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Remember, we're counting by ones. That means every time we get to the next number, the new number is one bigger compared to the old number. Let's see. We'll try it with 12. Here are 12 dots. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's 12 dots. If I want to get to the next number, I just have to add one more dot. This number, 13, has one more dot compared to the last number, 12. That's because we're counting by ones, and every time we say the new number, it's one bigger compared to the last number. Lots of people have a hard time with 11 and 12 because you don't hear the word teen when you say them. It just takes a little bit of extra practice. Let's try from 1 all the way to 20 again. I'll say it first and you repeat the number after me. Make sure you touch them as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you get stuck between 14 and 16, just remember what you did when you were counting before with 4, 5, and 6. Sometimes I use my fingers to help. Well, if I'm at 10 and I'm ready to start in the next row, 11 has a 1, 12 sure sounds an awful lot like 2, 12, 13, hey, that sounds an awful lot like 3, 13, 14, 15, that sounds an awful lot like 5, 15 and 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You can use your fingers if you get stuck in the lower teens. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. When we move to the next row, the numbers are still getting bigger one at a time. Remember, when you count by ones, every number you say is one more bigger compared to the last one. Hopefully you can see a pattern. All of these numbers still end the same way as our first row. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That keeps happening. The only difference is this time there's a 2 in front. That's the 20. Let's try saying these numbers. Repeat after me. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 can be difficult to remember. It's got a 3 at the beginning. Starts the same way as 3. Look at the next line. There's that same pattern with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Except this time, we're not in the 20s anymore. This time, we're in the 30s. That's right, because we just hit 30, so now the next row will be 30, and then we'll be adding in those numbers we started with. Repeat after me. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now we're in the 40s. See if you can repeat after me. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Can you guess what will come next? If you said the 50s, you're right. Repeat after me. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Now we're in the 60s. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. We made it to the 70s. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. We're getting closer to 100. Next we are in the 80s. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Now we're really almost there. As soon as we finish the 90s, we've made it to 100. Keep repeating after me for practice. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. That's how we count by ones forward all the way to 100. Remember, every time we count forwards by ones, the new number we say is one bigger compared to the last number. And that's true each time we move forwards. Remember, take lots of time to practice your counting every day. Right now, try and whisper practice all by yourself to 100. You can watch the video again if you get stuck. See you next time.